Yo guys, what is up? I thought I would play some Blitz. Okay, we've got Owen's defense on the board. 1133 rated opponent, targeting this here pawn. And I think I don't want to move my f-pawn, so I'm going to defend with my bishop, I think. Another option could be to push potentially. Okay, let's... I don't know what he's doing with this bishop yet. So I think I'm just going to bring this knight out and bring it here. That then still allows castles. Still, I'm not sure if it's time to castle. I'm going to pin this knight. And if I take... Oh, we've got probably queen takes. Don't really fancy that. Let's see how committed he is. He's quite committed to messing up his pawns. Okay, that's fine. And I'm glad now that I haven't castled my king, because I could still go either way. Alright. Now I'm still kind of thinking about this. Maybe I should... I'm going to bring my other knight into the middle now. So notice that both these knights defend both these pawns. And I think the plan is... I don't know, because these pawns are starting to creep up, you see. Do I want to go short? Or maybe I might even consider not castling at all. So let's push c4. He really wants my bishop. Well, you're absolutely welcome to it, my friend. So you can have that. I could take with the pawn if he wants it. Take towards the centre, pressure on h6. Or I can take with the knight. The question is, does the knight have prospects from there? Well, it kind of might, actually. Okay, I'll take with the knight. The knight was defending this, but it's not under attack, so we're okay for the time being. Okay, more pawn pushes. Alright, so I don't have to move the knight yet. Don't react to something that hasn't happened. I think now it's time for f3. That's fine. He's wasting time, I think, with these pawn moves. Yeah, we are going to get some confrontation if he keeps pushing. Okay, another pawn move. Gosh. Right, let's get castled. I'm going to castle long. And I'm going to try and use... So this, at least I have this kind of quite strong centre here with these pawns. Now, the general principle here is to try and open up the centre. The problem is, because we've got pawns like this, if he pushes the opposite pawn, then he can close the centre. So that's not what we want. I'm just going to improve this knight. He's playing quickly though. He's still got over 4 minutes left. So I need to be thinking about actually getting a crack on and attacking this bugger. Particularly because he's not castled his king. So there he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Now here, I'm just going to step out the way. If he pushes, I might push again. Get a huge centre. Big King Kahuna control of the centre. This is what we like. Now I can't push because bishop takes. So let's stick the... Oh, that, didn't mean to put it there. I meant to put it on f1. Don't matter. Okay, this is fine. I think I can let him take there. I'm not really fussed about this at all. Okay, let's start to open things up. I'm going to lose a pawn this way, but I think opening up the centre is more important. Oh, he declined the opportunity to win a pawn. Very well. Now here, do we mind opening up that bishop? Takes. No, I think we're okay. He takes with the rook. My knight has that square. My knights, I need to improve my knights. That's my feeling. Yeah, sod it, let's just push pawns up the board. Well, nearly 2 minutes. Am I playing well? Yeah. Pretty well. Mafkin 2310. Okay. I literally just gave him a pawn. This is fine. Okay. I'm going to push. Now what he ought to do, I think, here is just... There we go. Okay. Right. I was kind of testing him there. And he passed. Bugger. Right. This pawn's hanging. So... let's push. He says thank you for the feedback. Okay, you attack my rook. Takes, takes. Okay, that's defended twice. That's defended once. Okay. Where is my knight going? That defends the pawn. Feeling like Queen F2. Okay, my idea here is this. It seems like a convoluted idea, but that is the way of... Ooh, righty. Okay, I don't really mind losing this light squared bishop. I don't feel like it's the strongest piece. My opponent's got some strong bits going on, to be honest. This bishop's now quite bad. It seems to be a free pawn. And maybe... Ooh, I mean, this king's starting to look a little bit ropey. And the more stuff that comes off the board, the better it's looking for me. That is just a plain common or garden blunder. Goodness me. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? This is not going to be a good session, guys. With me blundering like that. I can go here. Okay. This fork, he's got that. But I get to dodge out the way. That's what he should do. Huh? Oh, I'm down to 20 seconds. Goodness me. What's going on? Okay, he's still got this. I go there. He's up material still, though. I'm attacking the bishop. I need to move the queen out of the way first. I've got to check, then get the bishop, maybe. Call this a warm-up, I think, is the idea. Well, there you go, losing to 1146. Right, now we have a 1694. So this is what you get with tournaments. It's quite good fun. My rating is 1369. I was over 1500 not too long ago. This is Canoas from Brazil. With 2 wins under his belt, ranked 126. And he's decided not to... he's run out of ideas. E4, E5, and he's gone. I don't know where I'm going with this. It said it'll auto-resign in 0-0, and it's not. Okay, we have the centre game. Okay, it did not auto-resign. It threatened to auto-resign, and it hasn't. Okay. Now this is perfectly good for both sides, I think. I could think about this and a fianchetto. I don't really want to play Queen E7 yet. I think this idea. This is a tempo move. Now this pawn is vulnerable. But I have this. I'm also threatening potential trouble. on there. How about this as well? Targeting C2. Not C1. No. That's just silly. That was just silly. Okay. I'm just feeling anxious about short castles with a queen where she is and these advanced pawns. Okay, I think I'm going to go long as well. Okay, attacks ye queen. There, and he pushes. I'm going to struggle to defend that pawn, aren't I? Oh, I'm going to have that. I wouldn't mind getting the queen off the g-file. Okay, he's taking the pawn. Interesting. I think I'll just push here. Might stick my knight there. I've got bishop on here. I wouldn't mind getting his light square bishop off. That's okay. Right, so we have a wee bit of pressure here. Blocked off pawns doing nothing. An isolated pawn there. Okay. What's his game? Do we eliminate that knight or do we retreat the bishop? It's not the finest bishop in the world, but it hasn't got anywhere good to go. I can't just let him take it, so decisions. I'm going to wipe him out. And I know I've created a weakness here, but he has no light squared bishop either. Targeting A2. Okay, check, forced. This gets the bishops off and the king is exposed, but takes I take back, that's fine. I think this. I take it's a disco with check. I'd love to get my queen in there, but that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it's just slow brain day today. Ah, bugger, queen defends it. Right, let's go for this idea. Material is equal. That is not defended, so win a pawn. Why not? Are these pawns really a threat? Well, I'm covering kind of both. Oh, the threat is this. Can I just do that? If pawn takes now, I've got king takes. And thank you. I've now got my other rook into the game. And I'm a pawn up. I have preferable pawns. I am down on the clock though. This has to be said. This is the truth. Okay. I'm thinking this, I'm thinking this. This pawn is going nowhere. Chat it. I mean, check here, I go here, check here, wins a pawn back. That's forced, isn't it? Pretty much. Okay, you've won a pawn back, congratulations. But then I'm now 2 pawns up with a minute to play. Okay, so we'll give a checkity-doodah, and I think it's time to... Right, I want to start moving my pawns up the board. Let's see how he can win this other than me flagging. He pushes, I have pawn takes or queen takes. Queen takes drops a pawn right back. Okay. Let's give him some bother. Okay. Got a check here, that wins a pawn. Cock. And that's 20 seconds as well. This is not good. Alright, I've just squandered a 2-pawn advantage there because I'm just slow today. Operation try and get a draw. Okay. $11 seconds. General plan. Oh, could have won his queen. Why didn't I win his queen? Ah, I was winning that game, but I didn't lose much from it. Okay, got 49 minutes left of the arena. Is the old brain going to fire up? Ah, don't you French me. Don't you French me. Okay, what is this nonsense? What is this garbage? What we are seeing here. I'm going to play a bit quicker because I've been playing too slow. Yeah, not ideal. This pawn's hanging. Because if takes, this rook hangs, didn't it? Dear, oh dear. What about Gambit style? Yeah, no. Right. Okay. Well, this is alright. I'm going to get a pawn back. But I do have the whole centre. And I've got all the development. Because look, my opponent has played only pawn moves until that point. Okay, I can win a pawn back. I'm going to. Because it's a tempo move. All he can do is block with the knight, or he has to trade. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, we have trades. I think we take with the queen, that's most mobile. Knight, knight. That's an interesting check. Okay, he wants my bishop. I can get out of this with that. He could block, wins a pawn. I just have to move the bishop. I think it's worth it. I'm still a pawn down. Or I have to trade queens. Eesh, I don't win the pawn. Definitely don't want to lose that bishop, but then he's got that, hasn't he? Okay, now we open up the centre. I've got a rook in line with a king. Yeah. Actually, the bishop's not defended. That's really annoying. Should have thought that through a little bit more. But I do have this. Am I just rushing? That's a hanging bishop. Here, he takes the bishop with check. That would be a pain. Okay, bishop defends this. Still have this as an idea. And 4 down. Okay, let's it's a fork on the... I missed it! Oh, he just missed it. Bugger. So what am I down here? I'm down like a rook for a pawn, aren't I? He's got a rook and I don't. And he's still got both bishops on a very bishop-friendly board. Dear, oh dear. See if I can lose every single game. That would be impressive, wouldn't it? Well, that's a check. So that's free. Okay. There. I cannot check with the... There. He takes and pawn defends the thing. Okay. I don't know. It's not looking good, my friends. You know, sometimes your brain just isn't in chess mode. And this is okay. Honestly, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I am playing so bad. So I've been playing Blitz games at 90 accuracy recently, sometimes, and then sometimes at 60. And this session is more like a 60 so far. It's defended twice. The knight's the defender of the bishop, so I'm forced to trade off, and I'm just going to resign it because it's pretty pointless. Next go. Next go. Right. It's 1362. Right. Opponent is rated 1560. Still waiting for the engines to fire up. Okay. This is a Philidor. And this is now the bird gambit. I'm gonna go for this one. This is the, what did we call this? The bird's eye gambit. The chili door. Okay. Slightly hangs a pawn. And bishop can't defend. So what do we do here? I think it's this move now. I do. He's got this and I come here. Or, in fact, do I take there? Queen can't take because it hangs the rook, so I take there, bishop takes. I can just win that. Oh no, then the bishop hangs there, doesn't it? That's annoying. So I think we need to do this. Can he hit me? This bishop is now quite a weakness. Essentially this bishop is in a pin because that guy's undefended. Which is very annoying. Now he can attack the pin piece with a pawn, which he could have done anyway. He can take with knight or rook. There you go. Now I do have this, but then after bishop takes, my queen hangs, but then my queen can defend, because this comes with check, so he's got to do something, but now I have this, defending the bishop. Okay, so we've slightly escaped. And he is somewhat congested on the king side, and he's got an isolated pawn, so do I. My hunch is I want a castle. Let's chuck this in with tempo. Knight bd2. Okay, let's go here. So now we've got a barrage against g7. I take he's got a check. Does that bother me? I just think we have to go for it. You know my calculation skills are not too hot right now. Okay, and now I hit your rook, but I'm not, but I am hitting this pawn. But you can't castle. Huh. That is quite annoying. That is quite annoying. The knight is the defender of that. And now both of these pieces are stuck. Alright. Let's go in with this knight, try and trade off with check, and then I would win the rook. Bugger. Stop it. If he takes here, you see that's then a... Oh, goodness gracious me, what are you doing? Stop it. I'm getting absolutely trounced. Yet again. Right, and the whole queen down. So that's another loss. Let's chalk up another one. What are we down to? 1358. Let's go. Now what? Is that 0 from 5? Something like that? And we're playing the old favourites. The Russo Gambit. The Lucchini Gambit. Go on. Go in. Oh, you beauty. You beauty. So this f4 move shuts off the bishop's defense of that. Oh no, my rook. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Damn. Because he hasn't taken the rook, my knight goes here. And now my knight goes here. And now I've got 3 pieces looking at f2. Well, this is one to put a smile on everybody's face. I'm down a whole rook, but in a winning position now. It is, however, slightly tricky to convert sometimes this position. Move d5 is commonly played to release this bishop. Okay, and now what we do is we hit the queen. I think that's more or less forced because I was threatening mate on there, wasn't I? Okay. And now, is it queen or bishop? I fancy it's bishop. This is move 10, so, you know, my study of theory isn't that great, and I've got a hunch. He can take there with check, but I really ought to be calculating. I've got 4 minutes 25 on the clock. See, if pawn takes now, that's checkmate. And he resigns. Cool. Right. Hey, guess what, guys? We won one. And this guy's rated 1249 from Pakistan. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna get a Russo again. Oh, please. Another Lucchini. 2 Lucchinis. 2 Lucchini. Tavolo 12. Lucchini al diavolo. He took. Okay. General rule. Bring out the knight. I did have d5. I still will have d5 with tempo, allowing me to regain the pawn. Which we shall deploy right now. And this move has really given his bishop not that many options. Okay, that's not... I mean, it's the way it is. I don't know if it's a good move. Okay, he attacks me. Okay. Thinking, I want a long castle and I want to throw Gary and Harry at my opponent's face. Stop it. Go away. I might even have to kick the horse. Okay. Let us castle. At least these two pieces are in the way of these two pawns. Looks like a pawn fork to me. Looks like a pawn fork to me. And what's more, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces looking at d4. Okay. Alrighty then. Smoking. My queen and my king are in line, but we're not in any great danger. And this gives me just free play to push my pawns up on the king side, which pleases me. Okay, this would hang that pawn. We don't want to do... Sasha, is that necessary, sweetheart? Sasha, oi, Gio. So, what if we tickle the knight first? Oh, he has got this. But he is a piece down, so... Okay. Right, slightly pinned knight. That's pinned. Knight's pinned. I need to defend it. Let's do it this way, and then that one there. Oh, we'll be slightly careful about the bishop. That's a naughty bishop, that one. Yeah, I'm quite happy to trade off. I am 2 pawns down for my extra piece. I do have this spare horse. I don't like his pawns terribly much. I have this. It does hang the. No, I think we just trade off. Trade off, my friend, and then I still have this anyway. Just got to watch out for G8 is still under the gaze of that stupid bishop. Right, I suggest you take it with one of your pawns. Then I'm going to have this move. I do have this, or I have this as well. I'll go for this because it's slightly more threatening. My knight doesn't have a whole load of good squares, but it could always come back to G5. Okay, that defends and slightly attacks the knight. This we understand. Okay, well this attacks the pawn another time and defends the knight, so I've done kind of the same move as he's done. Alright. Now this doesn't scare me. I think I can just... yeah. Okay. Now it's a check. I also have this. Starting to get behind his pawns a little bit now. I'm not obviously threatening the rook. Potential of this if the queen should vacate the defense of that square. Oh, hello. Let's go for this idea. He pushes, I've got this, that forces the king here, then that actually wins the queen. He takes. It's also interesting. I think we just push on. Now resigns. Okay. Well, guys, so what we've learned is that I'm sucking at absolutely everything except the Lucchini. So we're going for a Charlik now, because the opponent's rated 1276. And this is all quite familiar. That's a slightly odd move. Okay, queen has maybe spotted the threat and stepped away. So I think we just develop. There's a check here. It's not easy. Alright, okay. Now we just attack up the king side. So I am a pawn down, but the compensation is that I've completed development. And I'm going to remove the defender of h2 and I'm going to stick my queen here. This bishop can't do anything about it. Therefore, there we go. Alright, and again it's just now time for the suicide squad to go in. You take that, I've got rook takes, threatening mate. What does that achieve? Do I need to worry about this? If I take, he's got queen takes, trying to force off the queens. So I think we just do that. I think we ignore what he's just done, which is always an option that you should consider. Okay, comes with check, fair enough. Queen takes probably falls to rook d1. We probably don't need that complication. This is a check. King goes there. Okay. There's got to be an attack in this somewhere. Got to. Can't go there. It's convoluted. There, my queen might come here, threatening that, which I'm not in love with. So I think it's down to the pawns, the little guys. This is weak. That's possible. That is possible, actually. This knight coming around that way. Double pressure on there. Possibilities to sack there. Right, if I take, he's got queen takes. Or bishop takes. Okay, so he's took with a queen. Now I have... I'd love to take that, I can't. There, bishop takes, takes, queen takes, nope. Is it just this? Might be too slow. I'm also attacking this pawn though. That very wayward pawn that he just threw out. C4. There. He has to defend with a queen, I think. Okay. Can I kick the bishop out? Bishop might go here. Oh no, it can't. Blocks the queen's defense of that. Okay. Now, I think in comes the dancing horse, eh? Knight takes is threatened. "24 minutes left." So we had a few warm-up games, didn't we? Like 5 or 6 of them, which was terrible. 1371. But it is 6 PM on a Saturday. And at the moment, I'm just having like 1 coffee in the morning. Trying to keep off it. In fact, there, if queen takes, I recapture no... What else have we got then? Oh, is he moved? Where have you moved? You've moved there. Okay, I see. I see it. I think I just defend that, don't I? There. If he goes ahead and takes. No. Still a pawn down. Okay. I think I'm going to take with the knight. Knight can always come back here. He wants to trade queens, and I'm not going to give him the pleasure. Threaten of this, maybe. Ooh, ooh, ouch. Yeah, I've got to avoid the skewer. Bugger, missed it again. Again. Oh, no. Queen takes, I go here. And that's just losing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, was going so well, wasn't it, for a minute? What am I on? 5 points. I don't know what that means. Opponent is rated 1085 now. Right, we'll go Danish Gambit this time. Go straight on for the full Danish. Go on. Okay, this walks straight into the pawn. This game is worth 3 points if I can manage to convert it, which is extremely unlikely. Okay. I like that move, don't you? Because it hits the knight and threatens checkmate. He can defend both with knight here or knight here. The problem is that neither option is ideal because I take the knight. There I've got a pawn on it, and here I have the bishop. Okay. I'm going to bring in now. Whenever the queen comes here in the Danish, oh, cool. Whoa. Right. Okay, knight defends the queen. Not much I can do. I think we just develop. Allow my opponent to take, and then I recapture, slightly improving my knight into the centre. That doesn't really work. It's very, very well defended. Okay, so we are up a knight, but for a couple of pawns. So it ain't. That's definitely a target. I think I just want to get castled. Activate my rooks here. What's your game? Hard to tell, actually. Comes in here, I'll just come back. Hit him. Couple of threats. How do you defend that pawn? You don't. You're going to have to move one of your rooks to avoid the pin, that's all. If you move the pawn, you get forked. So you get... Oh, it's not a pin. Hey. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What are we like? Knight, knight. I think we improved the knight. Ooh. We're attacking a pawn. How's about that? It was slightly antsy, but I don't know. Okay. Do we trade off? I think we just trade off now, don't we? Okay. There I lose the knight, so I can't have that. This, there's a check maybe on the cards. This rook here, I forked the rooks. I do like playing with horses. It has to be said. Yeah, that's a very tempting and natural looking move. My opponent's on 18 points and is ranked number 71 in the tournament. I'm ranked a bit lower, at number 220. Oh. Mr. Hanging Pawn. Oh, this is what happens when you're shite, I noticed. Okay, side-by-side knights do cover an awful lot of squares. And he's defending that. If this knight moves, I've got double eyes on him. And I am up some materials, so... I think I'm just going to stick him here, though. I thought about sticking him here, but then I didn't really need to do that. 2 eyes on this now. Let's attack him again. Wait for it, I'm going to blunder in a second. Let's just bring this rook in. Yeah, I don't approve of that. There's a definite fork opportunity. Right. Oh, in fact, I could have just done it immediately with the other knight. Ah! But then I would have lost my own horse. But it wins a rook outright, so I can afford to lose the horse. That was a very rash move and completely uncalled for. Yeah, and he's seen it. Of course he has. But he's not... Oh, yeah. Go on. Free stuff. Yes, this we know. I can chuck in a check. I can save the pawn with rook b1. Chuck in another check. Okay, well, you've got a choice of knights. This is called trading away at a fork. Or a double attack or whatever. Okay, save the pawn. Zero reason to give it up. And now it's 3-3-2-2, so we are all good, just up a full knight. This is a rook fork on king and pawn, giving us a 2-on-1 majority on the queen side. This again falls to a fork. Okay, now here I do have to take, so I think my job here is to create some Luft. I do have this move. I do have this, but then he can kick me away, and then where do I go? Oh, I come back here. Go on, let's try that then. Let's try that. Oh no, I don't go back there at all, because I lose the knight. Right, have I really messed up here? Say I move the knight, he goes here. I'm in check, I have to take, he takes again, I get mated. Have I really just cocked up majorly? Do I have to let him take my knight? You knobhead. I think I have to let him take my knight. That would be a problem. That was not so much of a problem. Oh, good lord. Still a pawn up. So what I want to do is I want to get a rook behind. I don't know why I did that. I should have lifted my king. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. There, takes here. He goes back, that's a fork on the other pawn. That would be mate. If I wasn't already in check. And I'm down to 9 seconds and he's on 51. God. I'm getting thrashed by everyone and his dog. $13.40. I'm below $13.50 now. I was aiming for $15.50. Right. And now I'm in a bad mood. Never in a bad mood. Okay. I'm going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at my opponent now. Right, let's defend this. Let's not defend it that way. That's not the cleverest way. Let's do it this way. Okay, can't take that. Are you threatening anything? Not really. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. Okay. Right. That's quite a nice square, isn't it? Just in general, you know. I know they're all the same size, these squares, but some of them are prettier than others. I don't need to do that, do I? I might bring the queen out there. Opponent's rated 1400. Normally I would have these guys for breakfast. Still like that. That's a fork on G2, you are correct. Got King F2 now though. And he goes here with check though. Ah, sod it. This. The horses have options, interesting ones. Yeah, I thought you might. Right, no blood has been spilled so far. That's the reason to give up the bishop at this point. I like this one. Okay. Missed that as well. This is an outpost in my opponent's half of the board. So is this. Well, no, that's not technically. Okay. I'm worried about the queen on this diagonal. I've got that covered quite well. This square is not covered though. Thought you might. What's the point in this move? There isn't one at all. I could take out the bishop, and I think I shall. Because, oh no, knight defends that. Okay. You're right, the bishop does hang. Quite right. Is that my only move? To come to the back rank again. Okay, I think I'm staying alive though. Knight defends that, nothing defends that. This bishop's terrible. Rook here is playable though. Okay. There he's got to check, but that loses the knight. Oh, he's got to check this way as well, and that does not lose the knight. There's not a lot I can do about it though. There, check. I come here. No, I can't go there. I have to go here or here. Or here. Knight there. Knight's defended by my bishop, so I could come in here. this. He's got that. Maybe before... No, I just take out the knight. I'm attacking the queen and attacking the knight, and the queen is the only defender of the knight. Therefore, you have to move to a square that also defends the knight, which is called that square. Then I do this. Finally, hit the queen. Queen takes there and wins. This is an alternative. Okay. This is quite fun, this game. I'm having what's known as a good time. Okay. My queen is really offside here, isn't she? Okay, I'm going to hit her again. No, because then she just comes here. No, she doesn't. Oh, she takes the pawn. No, she doesn't. That was my horse impression. The exasperated pony. Good food and real ales. Right, I want to get my queen into the action. She's been doing nothing there. 1 minute 52 on his clock. You take my pawn, you son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you? Recapture the bishop, obviously. You can escape. Unless the queen goes to that square. Okay, right. 1 minute 30. I'm a pawn down because of that shenanigans. What we just witnessed it. Okay, I'm going to try this. We now have an open H-file, and his king is in the way of his rooks. So, we now don't have an open H-file. I'll attack your knight then. Where are you going to go? Wouldn't it be great if my queen was still there attacking this pawn? But she is no more. She is late. Okay, if you take... I have that with check. It does open up the rook to this pawn though. This bishop's rubbish. Okay. But now... Ah, bugger. His knight's looking at that bishop. Ah! You see, what is going on? 36 seconds, right, this is now what's known as a time scramble. Pawn fork. Oh no, fork on pawns. Rook fork on pawns. Which is the one that I want? This one. And then this one. Oh, bishop's terrible because I'm blocked in with all my own pawns. So I think... Okay. He's down to 23 seconds, so that's how we're going to win. I'm going to beat the bastard on the clock. Can't take the bishop. That's defended. My bishop's doing such a fine job there. There I take you. There I take you. Here I open up my rook. Don't know why I put it there. Just the first square I saw. And we win. Bloody hell. Right. How long's left? 2 minutes left of the arena. And so this is the last game, thankfully. Got 7 points, I'm ranked 235, my opponent's rated 1106 and doesn't want to play. I think on chess.com, if you just, let the clock run out so you auto-resign, I think you should always give away a point. 1 rating point, always, to the fella who had to sit there for 30 seconds and wait for you not to play. We haven't enough time. Oh well. Still works though. Okay, 3 knights. We'll go winnower. It's not very good. This is okay. Can you give me victory? No, I can't. I think you've just lost your bishop. Maybe not. No. Yes. Okay, this bishop outpinned the knight. D6. This bishop outpinned that knight. Okay. Can you give me victory? Right, what's going on here? Let me just do this anyway. He takes, I take with the knight. Okay. There, if G4, I've got en passant. Right. With the knight, because his knight's pinned. Okay. And the rest is history. Good game. Game aborted. Ha! Well. So, that's who won. I came in at 2-4-1. Absolute garbage. But it's a game and we enjoyed ourselves. So there you go. Thank you for tuning in. Please forget to tune in next time when I play absolute garbage. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.